as we get ready for our second game of the day. It's the AE Toros as they're taking on Port Perry. This has not been a close series. The Toros have dominated Port Perry in this series, and they look to deliver the final death nail to Port Perry and move on to the next round. There's a quick shot there from Nathan Hibbard, moving it out through center. Ted Taylor trying to get into the zone and put it in there and behind the net. Fired around the boards. Ginioli's going to keep that in at the blue line. Trying to fire it in behind the net. Smart down there by Ginioli. Gets it over there for Hibbard as he tries to pick it up at the blue line. From the Port Perry bench, he goes in. Fires it in behind the goal. And took his time, fired around the boards. Trying to tip it out, and Ginioli held it into the blue line. Put it in behind the net. Number 33 for Ray Jackson is going to try and move it out. And now they start it with a lead pass. There's number 15 turned over. Here's Egerton going for the first shot on goal. That hit him in. And a quick shot at the front of the net for number 21. And it's a quick strike there for Port Perry. They know they're going to be eliminated if they lose this one, and they come out striking first with the first goal to lead 1-0. There's a goal by number 21. He beat Bacchus to the glove hand to make it 1-0. Moving it out through center ice. Archer's going to pick that one up and try and get it into the zone. Fires it in behind the goal. Defenseman takes his time, tried to fire it around the boards for number 72. That's going to get kept in at the line by Ward, who fires it in behind the goal. Number 6 is trying to get it out there for Ray Jacks out of his own zone. Got pressured on by the Toros as Nathan Harper tries to get rid of it. There's a quick shot there on goal, and there's the first save there from Tanley as it went in behind the net. Fired around the boards. Knocked down at center ice and put back in there by Ward. Fraser knocks that one down. Fraser tries for a lead pass past everybody down the ice as Liam Guernsey tries to find the loose puck and send it out in front. Had Griffin and Taya sitting out in front. Guernsey tries for a backhand pass over there for him, and that pass missed him, but Jacob Jessen picks it up. Jessen spinning off a couple of checks and finally poked off his stick. Away comes Port Perry, losing it there at center ice. Guernsey's going to find the loose puck and chip it past Harrison from Port Perry down the ice. Jessen putting pressure on his man in the corner, trying to come up with that loose puck. Jacob Jessen with some nice skills to try and send it out in front, but now Port Perry come away with it with a lead pass. Carey's going to find the loose puck and go move it up for Antea. Nice pass over there for Guernsey, got broken up at center as Stanley couldn't get that puck. Shanley in the corner, for Port Perry. Egerton helping him out. Egerton going for the backhand, not going to shoot it. Now it drops for number 21, and there's the first save there from Bacchus for the right pad. Number 21's the one that opened up the scoring. And if I'm reading the name right, it's Scott. Lead pass, knocked down at center. Started up through center. Knocked down there in his own zone. Trying to take his time and move it through center ice all the way down. It's going to roll right into Tanley, who makes a save. And he's going to hold it. No, he gives it away. As Trent Taylor was right in the vicinity, he almost gave it right to him. Taylor does come away with the puck, sends it out in front. Quick shot from Liam Story, high and wide over the net. Trying to bounce it out in front. And Hanley has got it in the crease. Face off, coming off to the left of the Port Perry goal. Trying to set it out in front, rode over the stick of Taylor. Knocked down at center ice by Villegas, who puts it back into the zone. Goes back in behind the net. First one back there is number 16. He's getting stripped of the puck by Liam Story, trying to set it out in front, and it missed Trent Taylor, who is in the vicinity out in front. Kept in the blue line by Ginioli, and that shot got blocked. Here comes the opportunity here, coming up for Harrison. Harrison gets into the zone, dropped it back there with a quick shot, and there's a stop there from Bacchus, and he'll take the face-off. Face-off gets won by Port Perry, but it has stripped away from him. Archer going up there with Oliver, trying to get into the zone. Oliver took his man into the boards and behind the net as they try and fight for that loose puck in behind the goal. Sends it out in front. As Archer was sitting out in front of the goal and they couldn't get a pass to him. Fraser's going to try and pinch in and keep that in at the blue line. There's a chance there for Harper trying to shoot it and couldn't. There's a quick shot there from Archer and on goal. That got blocked. And now it opens up the opportunity for Port Perry to come back the other way. Trying to strike. They got Scott going to the net with Harrison. Harrison puts the brakes on, sends it out of front. Rode over the stick there of Young. Back comes Tyler Oliver, leads it into the zone. Nice pass onto the stick of Ethan Harper, but it just missed him and went into the corner. Captain at the blue line by Fraser, trying to get a shot through, and it went wide of the net. Bounced out of front for Oliver, trying to keep it in the zone, and Jessen holds the blue line. Nice move there by Oliver, couldn't shoot the puck though. Ward trying to find it and get it into the zone. That gets knocked down before it hit the net. Late pass at their center. Nice moves there. Gets into the zone by Scott. Scott takes a shot, and there's a glove save there by Dylan Backus. Face off coming off to the left of the goal. Off to the races goes Anteo with a lead pass onto the stick of Jessen. Jacob Jessen takes a shot. Stopped there by Tanley. Had his trouble with it though as it went in behind the net. And now Guernsey picks it up. Liam Guernsey gets tripped up before it hit the net. Still fighting on it, trying to get it free. Guernsey with a nice pass over to Anteo and couldn't shoot it. Stephen Anteo still got it. Got it back to the line for Carey. Tried to get a shot through. Didn't make it through to the net. Trying to move it through center. Knocked down by Davis at center ice. Cole Davis trying for a late pass over there. Right onto the tape. Quick shot, and that got blocked before it hit the net. It's still there in the zone for Jessen, and a shot got blocked there before it hit the goal. Jacob Jessen still on the loose puck. Trying for a backhand, that shot got blocked. But he's still battling as much as he could to get that loose puck. Back to go for Carey, who tries to use the boards and dump it in. And it goes down the ice. No icing on the call. Back to retrieve it in his own zone. That's going to get kept in there by Liam Story. Trying to get around a check, and he couldn't do it as Ajax or Port Perry take it away. Harrison with a lead pass. Off to the races was Egerton, but he couldn't shoot the puck. Now he tries for a pass over there for Harrison, and it hopped over his stick, but he's going to go into the corner and try and dig that puck free. Getting some help there by Ginioli as he tries to dig it free, and it comes free to Trent Taylor. Taylor going for a lead pass over the stick there of Hibbard. Number 17 back in his own zone, trying to use the play to move it through center. Egerton had it tripped off him by Trent Taylor as the Toros get into the zone. Fired around the boards, knocked down there by Villegas, who puts it back in behind the net. Getting a lead pass, knocked down there at center by Ginioli, trying to chip it into the zone. Nice move there by Hibbard at the blue line to reach it into the zone. Hibbard tried for a lead pass over there for Liam Story. It hopped over his stick. But he still got that loose puck. Liam Story takes a shot and scores! We are tied at 1. Story fired it from the slot area and it beat Tanley. We are tied at 1 here at the Gunnery record. Took his big body to the scoring area and then snapped it past Tanley to tie this one at 1. Fraser with a lead pass. That pass for Archer was taken away. And here comes Scott taking a shot. That got blocked by Ward. Scott still digging on it, trying to get it free. Toros are going to come away with the loose puck. Going up there is Ward, trying to join him as Archer. Ward on his own takes a shot, bounced in behind the goal. Fired up there for number 72 for Ajax, trying to get it out of his zone. That's not going to work as it got held in there by Archer, who got it for Harper. Goes down the ice for icing. Nathan Harper will take the draw off to the left of the Port Perry goal as Davis tried to get a shot, and it got blocked. Trying to go off to the races is Harrison on his own and scores! Harrison took the puck away and went in on a breakaway and beat back his high glove to give Port Perry their lead back at 2-1. 1:22 left to go here in the first period, and Harrison, who's got the lead goal, nice snapshot over the glove of Bacchus. That one, Bacchus kicked away into the corner. Carries on the loose puck, gets it over there for Davis, trying to get it out of his own zone. There's a late pass Guernsey down the ice. First one back there is number 17. Trying to move it around the zone. Gets pressured on by Guernsey and behind the goal. Trying to chip it out through center ice. Off to the races. Goes Harrison and over the blue line. Harrison's on his own, taking a shot and scores! Harrison is second in as many. He scored on the breakaway to make it 2-1, and that one he fires high over Bacchus to make it 3-1. The Toros had to know Port Perry was going to come to play in this game, and they find themselves down 3-1. Swipe down the ice in behind the goal. Genioli's going back there in his own zone to pick that one up and try and get away from a check, and it got stripped away from him and behind the net. Tried to set it in front, stopped there by Bacchus as he lost his stick. Fired around past Hibbard, and Port Perry are going to pick it up in their own zone. Turnover to Liam Story, the only goal scorer for the Toros in this game, and that shot as a right pad saved there by Tanley. Throws it out in front, and nobody was in there to fire it home. Here come Ajax. Port Perry leading it in, and that's going to do it for period number 1. And Port Perry have a surprising 3-1 lead over the Toros after one period of play. Starting off period number 2, Harper wins the draw. Getting pressured on there by Harrison, who's got 2 goals in the game, puts the brakes on there in the corner. Backhand out of front, rolled in wide of the net. Trying to run the other side. Bacchus is up against the post to stop that. Port Perry still digging away at the loose puck, trying to extend their lead as it goes in behind the goal for Fraser. Trying to get it out of his own zone. Leading it up through center, knocked down by Tuck, who puts it back in behind the net. First one to pick it up in his own zone for the Toros. Turned over to number 2. Gets into the zone for Ajax. One quick shot. Right pass save. Rebound out of front. Gets poked wide. I know they're playing Port Perry. I've mentioned Ajax a couple of times. Not sure why. And Port Perry fires it around. Stopped there by Bacchus. Face off. Coming off to the right. Scott takes the draw for Port Perry. Knocked down at the line there. Start up through center for Jessen, picking off his stick. Here comes Guernsey on his own. That shot got stopped by Tanley. Jessen gets it free. Jessen has Ante out of front. Quick shot. Couldn't get it through. Backhand shot by Guernsey. Chipped high and wide over the net. Getting it free in the corner. Fired it around the boards. Trying to pick up that puck and get it out of there is Bird, and it's offside. Face off, coming just inside the line as Taylor takes Egerton down, and Taylor is going to go to the box for tripping. It looked like there was going to be a tripping call, but The referee's not going to call a penalty on it. We're still going to play 5-on-5. Peter Burge puts it up through center, swept in behind the net. Getting on that loose puck. Getting pressure on by Story. It goes in behind the goal. Stuffing it out in front is Taylor, trying to get free from those defenders in behind the net. Story chips it down low for Taylor, trying to get free in that corner. Setting it out in front. Here comes Story. Leaves Story with a shot. That hit somebody out in front before it hit the net. Number 16 working on his man in the corner. As it comes free to Port Perry. Trying for a lead pass it through center. Story knocked that down, kept it in the zone. Leaves Story as Hibbert going to the net, takes a shot. It got blocked by Edgerton. Fired around the boards, kept in at the blue line. That shot is going into the corner. Ryan Villegas on the loose puck. Gets in behind the goal, tries to set it out in front, taken away from him. And now Young fires it down the ice. And it's going to go for icing. Face off. Coming off to the right of Tanley. Won by the Toros. Tipped out in front. And that shot from Oliver almost got tipped in. They're trying to get it free from number 15 in the corner. And it comes free. Moving it up through center ice. There's Shanley. Shanley tries for a pass for Scott. That's in offside as number 72 brought it in. Nathan Harper picked the draw against number 22. Tried to get into the zone, got tripped up. And there's a lead pass, trying to chip it past Archer, and he couldn't do it. Harper picks it up in his own zone with a shot. That got blocked there by number 35. Fires it around the boards for Shanley. Shanley's going to pick up the loose puck and get pressured on by Oliver. So he goes around the other side and fires it around there for number 35. They're playing catch with the puck and behind the goals. They find Shanley to get it out. Shanley with a drop pass for Scott, trying to get into the zone. Pick it off a stick by Nathan Harper, who leads it in, fires it in behind the net. Going to take a cam in behind the goal. First one in behind the net for Port Perry, trying to get it out. Up there for Shanley, trying to get around a check, poked off him. And now Guernsey takes it away. Liam Guernsey trying to go with the puck. Drop pass, taken away by number 17. He got tripped there by Jessen. And this time there will be a tripping penalty. And it's going to go to Jessen. Port Perry is going to go to the power play. Face off. Coming just inside the blue line. Toros trying to start something short-handed, but Port Perry take it away. Starting it up into the zone. Tried to drop a pass for Shanley. He couldn't go with the puck. He gets fired in behind the net. Starting it up from his own zone. Turn over to Shanley. Shanley takes a shot on the power play. That got stopped by Backus. Rebound out in front of the net, though. Gets poked in. And now Port Perry have a 4-1 lead as they cash in on the tripping penalty to Jessen. Face off. Taylor takes the draw. Taylor's going to take it against Edgerton. Loses it. Comes into the zone. Edgerton on his own takes a shot. Went wide. Into the corner goes Harrison, trying to poke it free. Pros come away with a loose puck. Trying for a lead pass. That pass just missed Hibbert. Went down the ice into the corner for icing. Face off coming off to the left of Backus. Starting it up through center ice. Lead pass. Past everybody. Hibbert trying to pick it up. Hibbert picked up the loose puck to the blue line, overskated it. And there's the blue line trying to keep it in. It's in offside. The Toros were. Picked off there by Taylor, who fires it in on net. Kicked aside there by Tanley in behind the goal. Number 35 getting pressured on in behind the goal. Kept in there by the Toros. And now it gets fired out. Ginioli back in his own zone. Going to take his time. Look for a pass and gets past everybody. Knocked down by number 72 of Port Perry, who puts it in behind the net. Fraser's back there for the Toros. Put it right on the stick of Scott, and he fires it right into the breadbasket of Dylan Backus for a face-off. Face-off coming off to the left of the goal. Trying to start it out through center. It goes in behind the net. Oliver couldn't go with the puck. Knocked down by Ryan Vegas, who tries to go with it. He lost it. And now Edgerton's trying to get into the zone. Not going to get it past Viegas though. Viegas still trying to dig that puck free, and he does. Toros get it into the zone. Oliver trying to get to the puck. He has Nathan Harper going in the goal as well. That one shot from Oliver got kicked aside there by Tanley. Archer's going to keep it in with a shot. That got blocked by Edgerton. Archer takes a second whack at it. Goes in behind the net. Fired around. Knocked down by Archer. Nathan Harper sets up Archer from the slot. He takes a shot and it bounces wide. Oliver on the loose puck. Tried for a wraparound, and he looked like he had the open side to stuff it in, and he couldn't do it. Knocked down by Carey, but it does come out over the blue line. Port Perry, Harrison gets into the zone. Over his stick, and Viegas takes it away. Nice move there by Viegas as he reaches in over the blue line. Viegas has Nathan Harper sitting at in front, goes in behind the net. Viegas finds Harper at in front of the goal and couldn't shoot it on his forehand. Cleared out down the ice. Carey's got it at center. Carey with a lead pass over the stick of Scott. And Brady Knight finds Shanley. Shanley's in there for Port Perry, trying to take a shot. Puts it right onto the stick of Liam Guernsey. Guernsey leading it in. Going up there with Jessen on his own. Guernsey! Shot! Hit the side of the net. Took a Toros bounce as Antea's in behind the goal. Fired around. Knocked down at center by Cole Davis. Trying for a lead pass over there for Jessen. Toros were offside. Now they're good. Jessen trying to get around the check. Not going to happen. Ward going back in his own zone at the Port Perry bench. Uses the boards and fires it past everybody into the zone and behind the goal. And there's Ante into the corner. Sends it out of front, and that hits somebody out in front of the net. Shanley picks up the loose puck. Shanley starting from his own zone, putting the brakes on, trying to get around a check. Got pressured on there by Jessen, trying to get in there. Jessen gets it free, and now he's going to try and fire it up there for Guernsey, who gets tripped up there by number 72, sorry. Lead pass past everybody as Ward's trying to get it. First one there is Harrison. Harrison gets tripped up, and now we're getting a penalty. I believe this one might go to Ward on the trip. So now, Port Perry gets the power play. They've already got the 4-1 lead. Lead past everybody down the ice. Goes into the corner. Picking it up there is Hibbard. Hibbard trying to drop pass for Trent Taylor, getting around the check. Taylor on his own. Couldn't shoot the puck because he lost it. It went into the corner. And for a lead pass for Scott. Trying to chip it out, and he will get it. But Ginioli picks it off and fires it in behind the net, in behind the goal. Pressured on by Hibbard. Right around for Scott. Not getting it past Ginioli though. Nice play by Ginioli to hold the blue line. But now Harrison's going to find the loose puck. Gets around Fraser. Harrison's on his own. And he got stopped there by Backus. With the... Might have hit him in the head there. Taylor's trying to get it out. Goes into the corner for Port Perry. Trying to tip it past number 35, and Taylor was able to get it out. Port Perry are in offside right now. Now they're all right. Fraser goes back in his own zone with a backhand pass. Trying to get it over there for Hibbard and get it out. Ginioli's on the loose puck, trying to dig it free and get it out of that scrub. And they fire it down the ice. It's going to roll right in. Tanley came out of his net to lead it for his defenseman Tuck. 28 seconds left to go on the penalty to Ward. Here comes Tuck starting from his own zone. Tuck now reaches in over the blue line of the Toros. Tuck tries for a wraparound. Holds on to the puck, goes back to the line. Number 35 takes a shot high and into the net. That shot from number 35 from the goal made it in, to make it 5-1 in favor of Port Perry. The Toros have to try and dig themselves out of a 5-1 hole. Coming into the zone for Port Perry. Knocked down at center ice. Into the zone is Harrison. He fires it in behind the net. First one in behind the goal is Ward trying to get it out. Oversteers the puck. Here comes an opportunity to stuff it in from the side. Goes in behind the goal. Comes around the other side. Has it taken away from him by Harper. Harper tries to chip it out. Nathan Harper starting from center. Gets the pass over there for Oliver, but he couldn't get it through. Oliver with the puck now with a shot. Stopped there by Tanley. Goes into the corner for Harper. Archer's on the loose puck. He's got a man in front. Couldn't get it there as he tried to stuff it in at the side of the net and couldn't do it. Oliver chipped it free. Captain at the blue line. Trying to get a shot through. Went in behind the net. Oliver's got the loose puck. Throws it out of front. Knocked down there by the Toros out of front of the net by Carey. Carey couldn't keep that one in at the blue line as it came out. Back in his own zone, going for a late pass for Harrison over his stick. Taken away by Oliver. Dropped it for Archer. Here's on his own Harper. Stopped there by Tanley. And the Toros still through it 5-1. Face off coming off to the left of Tanley. Fired around the boards. Jessen tried to keep it in. Got knocked down by Ward at center. Puts it into the zone. Scott takes it away. Scott going up there for Port Perry. Gets into the zone. Had it stripped off his stick and the Toros get it. Jessen, 3 minutes left to go here in the second period. Trying to get around a check up top. Jessen sends it out of front. Hit the side of the goal. Starting it up through center ice was Bird and he lost the puck. Bird still digging at it. Gets it over there for number Shanley. He couldn't shoot it as it goes into the zone. They pass right onto the tape of Guernsey, who gets tripped up. And now it's going to be Port Perry that are going to the box for tripping. And it's going to be Scott. The Toros get a chance to cut into this lead as they go to the power play next. Face off just inside the zone. Drop pass there for Liam Story. Trying to get this power play working. Chipped it down low. And now it gets fired out past Ginioli down the ice. Going to go right in on goal. Backus is going to make the save and stop it there and behind the net. Pass there for Hibbert trying to get it out. Couldn't do it. Tipped it in front there by Harrison. Rolled into the corner. Harrison's going to be there first in the corner. Trying to get away from a check of Fraser at the front. Backus steered that one aside and behind the net. Kept in at the line by number 35. His shot didn't make it through a screen. And here comes Harper leading it out. Sorry. That's Taylor who had the puck and poked it in behind the net. And we're going to get another penalty coming up for tripping. 1:14, the Toros are going to be on a 2-man advantage. Trying to win that draw. Harper gets it back to the line for Villegas. Villegas over there for Fraser. Fraser takes a shot and it went wide. Took a Toros bounce out in front. Back to the line. Villegas tries for a shot. Tipped out in front of the goal. Backhand shot. Stopped there in front. And a nice stop there by Tanley out in front of the goal as he robbed Harper out in front. 1:36 left to go here in the second period. 57 seconds left on the 2-minute advantage. Oliver trying to shoot it. Poked off his stick by Shanley. And Shanley's just going to chip it out at center. Taken away by the Toros, Villegas. Villegas is on his own. Backhand shot. Stopped there by Tanley. He didn't know where the rebound was, but he had his left pad up against the post. Kept in there at the line by Oliver. Couldn't get it through. Left pad saved there as there was a shot there from the face-off circle. Number 67 going to take his time. Fired around the board. 25 seconds left on the 2-manner. Villegas knocks it down. Ryan Vegas shot. That got blocked there by Shanley. There's Fraser to pick it up at center. Got a pass over there for Oliver, who reaches in over the blue line, trying to get around the check of number 37. Backhand shot at the net. Didn't make it through. Oliver's got the rebound. Oliver backhand shot. Left pass saved there by Shanley. Shanley's getting the loose puck. Not going to get it out. 35 seconds left. The first power play's over. Jessen's got the loose puck. Trying to pull it to his stick. Jessen takes the shot, bounced in on goal, wide of the net. Antea's on the loose puck in behind the goal, trying to set it up for Jessen. Jessen back to the line for Viegas. Ryan Viegas gets to a better scoring opportunity. Tipped it in front. Right pad saved there by Tanley. Toros putting on pressure on this two-man advantage, which has now become a one-manner with 15 seconds left. Knocked down by Jessen at center. 2 goals in this period have put Perry with a comfortable 5-1 lead heading to period number 3. Face off at center ice. As we start period number 3, Jessen and Guernsey are going to trade places. Harrison's going to take the draw versus Antea. Trying to dig that puck free. Is Antea getting pressured on as everybody's trying to dig it free, and they will. Jessen trying to get around the check and not going to do it. Off to the races goes number 8. Fires it in behind the net. In behind the goal it goes. Perry's there trying to get rid of it. And we're going to get another penalty coming up. And this time it's going to be Port Perry getting the power play, as it's going to be an interference call. And it's going to go to Antea of the Toros. So we get a face-off coming off to the right. Taylor digging on the loose puck, trying to get it out. Not going to happen. Goes in behind the net. Davis is there, firing it around the boards. Trent Taylor trying to pick up the loose puck. Tapped in there by Tuck. Tuck picked the shot. Harrison tipped it, and it went rolled wide of the net. Trying to stuff it in from the side, and that didn't work. There's a chance to clear it out. There's a quick shot from Harrison that hit somebody out in front. Went into the corner. Taylor trying to get rid of it. Couldn't get it by Harrison. Shanley sends it out in front. Harrison going with the puck. Not past Hibbard though. Hibbard trying to use his speed. He was getting tripped up a little bit. There was no penalty, but Hibbard reaches the zone. Taylor trying to help out Hibbard and keep it there in the Port Perry zone. Ward puts it in there. Chipped in. Pass Ward going down the ice. Into the corner for Shanley, trying to dig it free. Shanley's got the loose puck, sends it out in front. And he missed his man. Fired around the boards, kept in there by Tuck. No, it did make it past Tuck down the ice. Hibbard trying to get to it first and start a short-handed chance. But Tuck was able to come back and slip it away from him. Leading it in was number 2, Egerton. Lost it at the blue line to Taylor, who tried to get it out. That hit Egerton as Taylor tried to get it free. Knocked down by Ginioli, trying to put it back in the zone. He found Hibbard at the blue line. Now Hibbard spinning away from some checks. Short-handed, Hibbard reaches the zone. Goes in behind the net. Gets taken down, and that's going to be a penalty as Hibbard was taken down and behind the goal. With 7 seconds left on the penalty to Antea, and then the Toros will enjoy a power play for 1:53. Back to the line for Ginioli, takes the shot. Stopped there by it didn't make it through to Tanley in the Port Perry goal. Tapped in at the blue line. Fraser takes his shot, and that got blocked. Kept in by Ginioli. Ginioli's trying for a shot. That got tipped in the front. And a nice stop there by Tanley at the side of the goal. Trying to set something up here on this power play and get back into this game a little bit. The Toros trail 5-1. Goes back in behind the net. Shanley's there, firing it around there, trying to get it past Fraser. Fraser trying to get it to number 72. It's Port Perry just trying to get it out of their zone. And they won't get it past Oliver. Gets it over to the other side for Liam Story. Story took the shot that hit a Port Perry player, rolled into the corner. Trying to set it out in front. Spinning off a check is Harper with a shot. Left pad save. Rebound out in front of the net. And that was also stopped there by Tanley at the side of the goal as he also stopped Story. 48 seconds left to go here on the power play. Gets it back to the line. That got blocked and starts it up through center. Carey with a strong backhand. That gets knocked down by Harrison, who flipped it in on goal. That hit Carey going to the net. Harper trying to get rid of it and get it out of the zone. Knocked down by Egerton. Egerton tried to take a shot in on goal, and he beats Backish high glove. And what was a 5-1 lead has now become 6-1 in favor of Port Perry. This is not the way the Toros planned things to go in this afternoon. They were planning on eliminating Port Perry and moving on. And as you can see by the score right now, Port Perry had different plans. They came out and scored that early goal, and then when they took that 2-1 lead in the first period, they haven't looked back since. And there's Guernsey bringing it in over the blue line offside. Face-off coming just inside the blue line. Trying to get to it. Off to the races is Edgerton. Edgerton trying to get around Davis. Taken away by Jessen. Jessen going up there. Trying to start a 3-on-2. Jessen trying for a drop pass. Puts it right onto the stick of Anteu. Takes a shot. Bounced in behind the net. Trying to stuff it out in front. There was nobody there. Fired around the boards, trying to keep it in the zone. Jessen takes it away with a centering pass. Went onto the stick of Port Perry and cleared down the ice. 10 minutes exactly left to go here in the game. The lead pass over there for Liam Guernsey. Over the stick, Jessen trying to pick it up. Jessen reaching the zone for the Toros. Trying to take the break. Puts it in behind the net. Fired up through center for number 72. Tries to get it out. Nice play by Story to hold the blue line. But he's not going to go with the puck. Ginioli knocks it down. Popped over the stick of Scott. And now he puts it in behind the net. Pressured on by number 15. Sends it out front, Shanley. And that missed. Man out of front. Kept in by Parrott. Parrott takes a shot. That hit a Toro out in front of the goal. Liam Story goes into the corner. Moves it over there for Taylor trying to lead it out. Trent Taylor from his own zone. Going up there with Hibbard. Toros stay onside. Taylor trying to reach his zone with a quick shot. And that might have got enough of the glove of Tanley and it went wide. Hibbard working on it in the corner trying to set it out in front. Fired around the boards for Story trying to keep it in there. Knocked down at center by Ginioli at the blue line, who fires it back in behind the net. Parrott's back in his own zone. Parrott going for a late pass, turns it over to Hibbard. Hibbard takes a shot. Blocker save there. Rebound out of front, and there was a stick save there also by Tanley in the Port Perry net. Ginioli keeps it into the blue line with a shot. That bouncing wide of the goal. Comes the opportunity to lead it in. Into the zone. Fires it in behind the net and behind the goal. Ginioli trying to fight it in his skates. Comes free and sends it out in front. And dumping on it there is Backish for a face-off. Face-off coming off to the left of the goal. Turnaround shot. That hit a man out of front. Fired around the boards by Villegas trying to get it free. Ryan Villegas chipped it past Young. It goes right onto the tape of Port Perry. Into the zone. Comes Archer trying to get around the chest. Archer's on his own trying to backhand it out of front. There's a quick bang away at the loose puck, and they score at the side of the net. That goal is going to go to Archer as he was waiting at the side of the goal for that puck to get there, and he did the rest by sweeping it into the open net. And now we've got a 6-2 game. Justin takes the draw, trying to get into the zone, trying to plug it in there. That shot bounces in behind the net. Justin's digging on it, trying to get it free at center ice. Lead pass onto the stick, over. Davis trying to chip it up there for Justin. Justin, nice pass over there for Antea, trying to shoot it. Couldn't do it. Backhand shot there from Guernsey, and that didn't make it through. Justin's going into the corner, getting away from a check, trying to set it at the front. And there's Antea trying for a shot. That's a blocker save there by Tanley as it goes in behind the goal. Here comes an opportunity here again for Guernsey trying for a backhand, and that went wide. Justin on the loose puck, trying to set it at the front. Antea, back for Ginioli. Ginioli's shot, that hit Scott at the front. Again, turned over to Ginioli, fired wide. Liam Guernsey's on the loose puck in the corner, trying to set it at the front over the stick. 6:15 left to go here in the game as Port Perry are going to relieve a little bit of pressure as the Toros have got a little bit of spunk after the goal by Archer at the side of the net. Into the zone they come. Here comes Stanley. Stanley with it. Loses it to Davis in the corner. Ginioli's going to pick up the loose puck in behind the net. Try and fire it out. Tapped into the blue line by Young, who fires it in behind the net. Working on the corner is Ginioli, trying to get it free out of his feet. Edgerton's trying to dig it free for Port Perry. Comes around the other side, out of front, and that shot. That got blocked there from Scott. Guernsey trying to get to the loose puck first, as Port Perry player went sliding into the boards. Trent Taylor trying to come up with the puck and get it into the zone. Past Scott. That pass for Hibbard rolled over his stick. Here's Harrison picking it up, trying to fire it out. Onto the stick of Villegas, but he couldn't shoot it as it goes into the corner. That gets past Story at the blue line. Finds it again with a lead pass. It was into the skates of Taylor. Nice play by Hibbard as they both collide. We're going to get a penalty coming up here to Port Perry. Lead pass over there for Villegas with a quick shot. Got blocked. Stopped there by Tanley. Story's out in front with a shot. That got blocked there by Tanley as well. Poking it in front, and they score right in front of the net. There was a delayed penalty coming up to Port Perry, but it doesn't matter now. The Toros poked that one in front of the goal. And don't look now, but the Toros are within 3 at 6-3 with 4:36 left. Taylor takes the draw, trying to get it as Villegas. Hibbard picks up the loose puck, trying to get around the chest. Hibbard on his own with a shot, high and wide over the net. First one into the corner. It's Trent Taylor trying to dig it free. Bounced in behind the goal. Port Perry's trying to get it out of the zone. And they're going to do just that and lead it out. Trying to start a 3-on-2. They got Shanley going to the net as well. That got blocked backhand shot. Got there by Backish. Shanley's got the rebound, but Backish has got it as well as he robs Shanley at the side of the net with a glove hand save. Face off to the left of Backish. Backhand gets knocked down there by Nathan Harper, starting it up through center for Archer. Archer trying to find Tyler Oliver, and that pass was too far past him. Getting into the zone over the blue line. Turned over to Port Perry, trying to get it out. Fired past Fraser, and they're going to start it up through center with Ethan Carey trying to chip it in. Fraser in his own zone. Moving it up through center, trying to get it past Scott, and he does get it for Archer. Chip down there at center was Oliver, but here's Shanley trying to go with the puck. Fraser's got it as there's a collision right here in front of us between Fraser and Scott. There's a blocker save there by Tanley as he kicked that one aside. Number 72 shot, trying to put it into the zone. 3 minutes left to go here. Carey gets it in his own zone. Carey with a lead pass, past everybody into the zone of Port Perry. Justin trying to be the first one on the puck. As Parrott tries to get it out for Port Perry. Hits the stick there of Shanley. Shanley going up there, was in offside as Edgerton was just an edge ahead of him. 2:40 left to go. 6-3 in favor of Port Perry. Story trying to fire the puck. Liam Story couldn't get it by Edgerton at the blue line. Edgerton finds it, has Young going to the net, going to keep it to himself, fire it on goal, and it gets stopped there by Backus. Edgerton will take another draw, and that one gets fired wide. Fired around Harrison trying to pick up the loose puck. Viegas and Harrison collided there over in the corner. Thrown at the net, knocked down by Story. Taylor trying to find the loose puck and get around a check. Taken away by Parrott as it poked into the zone. Liam Story on the loose puck, trying to get it around Young with a lead pass. Popped over the stick of Edgerton. Harrison's digging on it. It comes free into the zone. Davis has the puck. Not going to get it by Edgerton as Edgerton comes in there. Tried to set it at the front, tipped at the front of the goal by Harrison and went wide. Harrison throws it out front again for Young. And Young's shot got blocked before it hit the net. Story tries to get it out. Got it up there for Nathan Harper. Not out of the zone. Harrison on the loose puck. Shot. Left pad saved there by Backish. Harper trying to dig it free in the corner. Harper's going to find the loose puck in behind the net. With some help from Liam Story, Taylor's going to try and get it out. Got it up there for Viegas trying to reach the zone. Ryan Viegas reaches in over the blue line. Trying to stuff it out of front. There was nobody there. Backish is going to go to the bench for the extra attacker. Might as well. You're only down 6-3 right now. Viegas got taken down in the corner. Fired around. Shanley knocked down there by Guernsey. Guernsey gets into the zone. Trying to take a shot and it didn't make it through. Guernsey finds the loose puck again. Guernsey setting up Taylor with a quick shot. Stopped there by Tanley. And there's a rebound out of front that couldn't get poked in. Tanley has to go to the bench for the rest of the game as he was injured, and comes the backup goalie for the final 30 seconds. Harper trying to win that draw. Wins it back to the line. Shot pass for Justin. Trying to shoot it. That hit a man out of front. And now Port Perry is just going to clear it down the ice. 20 seconds left. First one into the corner is Harrison. He's got 2 goals in the game. And that third one for the hat trick wound up going through the crease. Fraser's got it in behind the net. Turned it over. There's a quick shot that hit the Toro out of front. And Port Perry have worked themselves back into the series. And there's the hat trick goal by Harrison as they snapped it through the legs of Story with 2.1 seconds left, making it 7-3. That's going to do it for the game. As I said before, Port Perry had to come out and win this one, and they've got themselves right back into this series with a 7-3 victory over the Toros. It's going to be another opportunity for the Toros to clinch when they travel to Port Perry for game number 4 of this series. I'm the voice of the Clarington Toros, Mike Jackman. Stay tuned as we have game 3 of the triple header coming up as the Novice A Toros look to take down Quinte.